it's been a constant gathering of intelligence and, trying to figure out what they're going to do, like where they intend to be, what their actions intend to be. And frankly, it's kind of scary. This is sort of thing, that you see in like third world countries and like, former Soviet bloc countries.
Right.
Not something you would see in like, the US or European world, beyond that. And that's been a long running theme broadly, though I think it's a huge difference between like the literal threat of death that you're getting on the from the far right, and on the left, it's just don't take my picture, leave me alone. There's a huge chasm between like the level of insanity and just lack of understanding of the First Amendment, in regards to that. And that is largely due to Trump and the right-wing ecosphere. But yeah, these people that are out there, it's not safe for journalists.
Yeah, I mean, as you're monitoring their traffic on the social media sites, do you see any difference now since Trump has sort of backpedaled? And
no, not at all. Not at all. If anything, they're more determined, and they've some of them have kind of cast off Trump per se, but they're more determined to overthrow, our democratically elected government. It was never really at the end of the day, it was never really about Trump. The cult. Yes, there is the cult. He had a cult, but it was never about Trump. It was about installing a fascist dictatorship in America. It was about overthrowing democracy.
Right.
Well, the Democratic Republic, anyways.
What are your things that you see could happen January 19th, 20th, based on what you know?
From what I know right now, on the 19th, they essentially plan to tear the city apart. On the 20th, on Inauguration Day, their intention is to try to stop Biden from ever reaching the White House.
Wow.
Will they succeed? Not a chance in hell.
Right.
But this is what they're going to try to do.
Sure.
And so that's going to be fascinating to see,
No, but they've got, like, I heard some statistic that said something like 60% of the, heavy artillery weapons in the country that are privately owned are owned by right-wing extremists.
Absolutely. Now, here's the thing, though. In DC, you're not supposed to have guns at all as a private citizen without like special permits.
Okay.
However, I've been hearing, I haven't seen it myself, what they're suggesting,
right.
But I've been hearing that there are groups out there that are providing people with ways to get around this. How to get the weapons into the city without being caught, basically, right. And to be able to carry them without being caught. So that's kind of scary. It brings back memories of the DC sniper,
Right.
That's something that I'd never hope to see. Matter of fact, I'm working on getting a heavier duty vest to go with me down there that's designed to take rifle shots.
Right.
I think they want to focus their energy on confronting the police that day in the attempt to prevent President-elect Biden from reaching the White House.
Is the left going to try to counter protest?
Yes. Yeah. I don't know like the full extent of it, because like the right wing, the far scarier side, has obviously consumed far too much of my energy at the moment. But my impression from friends on the ground and who live in DC is yes, they are planning on coming out and putting up a fight if necessary.
Wow.
You know, I really hope that both between the cops, and I never thought I'd say that, between the cops and the left-wing protesters, I hope they're able to prevent them from, you know, losing that space.
Yeah. So I have another question that's just kind of weird and off track, but when let's say people want to bring the right wingers to go crazy the next time they do you see any of the state capitals, or do you think Philadelphia might see some pods of people trying to break out? Like, do you think it'll be localized only to DC again, or is there a possibility this might be something that we're looking at here?
So I don't think there's going to be much of a problem in Philly. I could be wrong, but I think most people that have a beef, like if they're going to do anything, they're going to probably try to do it in DC, because that's going to be kind of where the, you know, the action is.
Yeah. Oh, great. All right. Well, thank you very much for making time for us. We'll be looking forward to hearing about your exploits down in DC, and obviously we'll get some great photos out of it. I've no doubt that. Yeah. So this has been Local Live with Steve and Carolyn and Cory Clark, who will be down in the thick of it in the inauguration. Thanks again, Cory. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.